Hi, Oluo here, somatic psychotherapist, social justice educator, here to provide resources to everyone. What is the number one way to access regulation? Our ability to breathe. Our autonomic nervous system regulates our breathing. It does this beautiful job of actually moving between inhale and exhale. And when we actually find this balance, we can come into a state of regulation. As I feel into my breathing, I feel into my privilege. I feel into the privilege of being able to breathe. As I wake up, I walk, I move. This phrase just keeps coming back to me. It keeps circling, it keeps popping. This phrase, I cannot breathe. I cannot breathe. Even as I say that, I notice my voice shaking. I notice how angry I get. I notice how sad. I also know my experience as someone who identifies as biracial, as someone who identifies as brown, as someone who did not grow up in this country, the United States. I have the privilege of being able to breathe. I am both the colonized and the colonizer, and I do not live the experience that Black folks live. And so my invitation here for my non-Black community, white as well as my communities of color, I invite you to feel in to this privilege of being able to breathe. It is so important that we let ourselves feel this fully, that we let ourselves feel it all the way in our bodies, all the way down to our toes, fully, viscerally. Too many times I read, I see, I hear, what should I do? What should I do? Well, first, stop asking Black folks what you should be doing. Let yourself feel it fully. And from there, you might most likely gain some clarity of the next step, of action, of movement, or what to do, calling on the streets, whatever you gotta do. Because it is important that we acknowledge. Right now, we are acknowledging George, Ahmaud, Breonna. But there are so many other lives, because it is not just this past week or this past month. Let us remember racism. Let us remember the centuries that this genocide keeps happening. And so for my community, my Black community, I invite you to pull on our ancestors, to pull on the wisdom of our ancestors, the resilience that is in you, in your blood, in your DNA. It is so powerful. And let yourself feel that pride. Let yourself feel that rage. Let yourself feel those tears. Let yourself feel all of it. It is so important to then remember to breathe when you're able in those moments. Let breath be a reminder to all of us of the work we need to do. Let it be a reminder of enough is enough.